Well guys, here we are. The final toughest character that I'll be covering for this year's series. Hiro, who has the honor of being the first Nitrogen Era newbie that I'll be covering for this series. And that's simply because I really like Hiro. Like, a lot. And is worth the actually good newbies from that era. I may cover some of the others in the future, well except for them, like the Dart or Luke, but for now, I'll be covering Hiro. Hiro is actually the first ever CGI character introduced in the whole show, and that's a big deal. I think he holds up because of that. So let's do this thing, shall we? Let's dive into the last toughest character I'll be covering for this year's marathon, and see what everyone's favorite Japanese engine has in store. Hiro made his debut in the series in the movie Hiro of the Rails, which was actually the first full CGI production of the whole show. Although originally, it was going to be in the same style as Season 12, hence why this logo made it onto some of the marketing. But due to budget cuts and the global 2008 recession, the series was changed last minute to go full CGI, and thus, Hiro was the first CGI character introduced, alongside Victor, Kevin, and yes, Charlie. Hiro is an old steam engine who has been on Sodor for a very long time, and was originally known as the Master of the Railway. Sorry, that was a terrible Hiro impression. He is grand, masterful, mature, wise, very dignified, enormously kind, and is able to find good in any engine he meets. He has an appreciation for serenity and order, and often thinks fondly of his homeland, far away, where he was once one of the strongest engines. Hiro fell victim to neglect when waiting upon parts to arrive for him from his home country, when he began to break down and became lost. He was eventually rediscovered by Thomas, who, despite some problems in worrying about sharing the discovery of Hiro with the Fat Controller, helped Hiro to be fully restored to his former glory. And since that, Hiro continued to be gentle, wise and graceful, as well as a useful engine on the railway and a good friend to the other engines, especially Thomas. Now for voice acting, there is literally nothing really to comment on about it, as Hiro has been voiced by his one and only solo VA in both English dubs, Togo Igawa, and he nails the role as the character. He makes him all those things that I mentioned in the persona section, a wonderful voice for our favorite Japanese engine. Come on, there is no denying what Hiro's best episode in the whole series is. It's Henry's Hiro. This is not only one of Henry's best episodes in the whole CGI era, but it is Hiro's best episode and best role in the whole show. I love how this episode shows how strong and capable he is, as well as not giving up no matter what, even if it results in bad coal. And I even love how Henry is portrayed in it. And this was just before he turned into a fucking whip over chickenpox or whatever. I love how he takes Hiro's advice well and keeps on puffing while pushing the heavy train. Easily a strong episode for the two of them. Now, in terms of Hiro's weakest role in the series, honestly, I can't really say. There's been quite a few bad episodes Hiro's been in, but he's handled alright in those. It's just the main lead that's handled poorly, mainly Thomas. But overall, not a single episode as far as I know that portrays Hiro poorly. So I guess it's smooth sailing for the guy. You know, considering how awful and repetitive the Nitrogen era was, like any bad era of the series, there's at least something to like about it. And Hiro is one of those good elements in the era. Whenever there was a bad episode, Hiro was there to, at the very least, make it a tiny bit better. He wasn't used all that much in the Red era, but when he was used very well. But I'm kind of surprised it took until the final season to give him an actual send-off. But hey, better late than never, I suppose. But nevertheless, Hiro is a great character. And I'd say he's probably my favorite or second favorite Nitrogen era newbie alongside Luke. Because of his dark as hell backstory. I mean, God, I don't blame the guy for feeling ashamed for thinking he did a bad thing. Trust me, I would know. And there we have it. Another character highlight reel part 3 episode in the bag. I have to say that I didn't think I would have less to say about Hiro. But hey, gotta make the best of it while you can, right? And now that I've covered all the toughest characters I wanted to cover for this year's series, now I'm ready to cover the non-toughest characters I want to cover for this year's series. And the first of these will be Doc Hudson. And if you guys want to stay tuned for that, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to stay up to date and to not miss out on the newest content. Until next time, bye guys.